Hey, I'm super excited to be vlogging this weekend for my show. It's only a 2-day show and today's Friday, so we're heading up for schooling day in maybe an hour or so. Fina's probably already up there, if not on her way. Our truck isn't quite up to carrying the trailer over the mountain, so we just had my trainer bring her. We're going back up to Clayellum. If you can't tell from my vlog and my thing, the Cascade Horse Show series is my absolute favorite, so of course we're finishing off our season there. A bit excited, a bit apprehensive. It's my last show as a junior, which is a little sad considering I've never done some of my goals, but it's fine. You know, we all work at different paces. It's all good. And Fina and I are showing in the meters for the first time, which is, sorry, I don't know like where to look with my eyes. But anyways, showing in the meters is super exciting, and I've done the meters before on actually 3 different horses. 2 of them involved a lot of stopping. One because I wasn't ready, and the other one because that horse and I just didn't work. And then last year I did the 15s, actually, the meters in June, the 10s in July, and the 15s in September. On this lovely boy up there, Theo, but he was kind of a freak, so it didn't matter. But Fina's been like so amazing at home, so we'll see how this goes. So I came out to clean Jack's pen before we leave because, you know, that's the good thing to do. And hello, look at that. That's horrible. And it's just like hanging out. It just like, is that a bee? It's a spider, obviously, but like, is that a good omen? Is that a bad omen? Is this, we'll see. But someone wants to go out, and I'm not sure if he gets to go out today because we're leaving. Yeah. Fina? So schooling day happened, and it was kind of a wreck, honestly. First, when we got here, her anxiety was super up. Yeah, a bit twitchy, a bit merry. She's made friends with the gelding behind us, who I adore, but that's not a good thing. Stop. And then kind of once I got in the jumper ring, and they kicked us out because they were dragging it. Bleh. And then after that, we kind of sat around for like 30 minutes and kind of cantered around and around the baby hunter ring and the schooling ring. We were still really bouncy in the schooling ring. And then my trainer was doing our entries in the office, which isn't a bad thing, but I'd already been on like 45 minutes, and I was like, please. And then it gets better because by then she basically calmed down. Oh my god, a fly just went down my shirt. But then it started thundering, so then my anxiety went through the roof. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna start lightning, and we're gonna have like so many issues, we're gonna not be able to school, we're gonna move up tomorrow, and we can't school, and basically so much anxiety. And when I get anxious, I cry. Like, that's just what happens. I'm just, you know, I'm cry really easily and try to diffuse it through humor, but that doesn't work if you're crying in this warm-up ring. So by the time we got to jumping, she was still pretty bouncy, now feeding off of my anxiety. I was anxious, I was crying. She actually jumped around fine. We jumped some bigger jumps. She was perfect. You were perfect. And yeah, you know, tomorrow we're doing a 9-5 and 2-meter classes, so we'll see how that goes. We're at my favorite Mexican place for dinner, and I just love this tile. Look at this. Gorgeous. So we had a lovely hack this morning. We managed to get into the jumper ring right before the drag went in, so we actually got to, you know, school in the ring we're supposed to. And then the drag came in, so we went to the hunter ring and just galloped around a bit more, which was really good. Yeah. Now we're just going on a hand walk because there's like 40 rounds of 7.5s, and we won't go till much later. So we're just kind of taken a stroll. Vina has had her omeprazole to help with any ulcer issues and has had some perfect prep too. And there's a lot of mixed opinions about perfect prep as using it as behavior management and everything. But I just kind of want to address the fact that instead of thinking of it as, well, at least in this case, as behavior management, sorry, I thought I heard something in the woods. I try to think of it more as like anxiety prevention. Like you think of humans who have anxiety issues. Mine only tend to happen at shows, so I don't quite think of myself as that. But you know that they kind of can't really control their anxiety and how it affects them. And I feel that happens quite a lot with Vina, especially in different places. And I feel like, I don't know if she gets competition, but she might be competitive or just anxious about it. And we kind of decided last show to do this, just to try incorporating perfect prep, just to hope that it would help, like, allow her to take a couple deep breaths and think through her choices. Because when she gets anxious, she tends to stop processing, which leads to both of us not having a good round. And because she's still a young horse, and because she might be for sale someday, who knows, we want all of her experiences, especially in public, to be positive. So we're using perfect prep as a way to perfectly prep the horse and allow her to be able to use her brain the way we know she can. It's rude. The way we know she can, to have a successful experience. Also, just like, look at these woods. This is why I love it here, because where else can you just like take a hand walk in the middle of some woods? It's just, I mean, absolutely stunning. There might be elk here, but we haven't seen any yet, so we're gonna go with it. That was something. It's a bird. We just saw a bird. Oh, wildlife. Oh, city girl in the woods. Come on. See, our brain disappears. But there's also this really cool like trail course that we obviously haven't done, but other people do some days. But yeah, no, I love the Washington State Horse Park. So we just did our rounds, and I'll put the videos in now so you can see how they were. So I'm sure you can see that I'm very proud of my horse for taking care of me. Yeah, and she's had her bath and we've iced, and I've packed her feet already because I might do it again later. It's really dry and hard up here. And then I stuck some liniment on any parts that might be sensitive. She doesn't like to be wrapped, so we won't do that, but we need to get ice on. So I'm home again. The ring just ended up being, so it like stormed last night, and the ring just ended up being super gunky and muddy, and she was honestly so good to me yesterday that my trainer was kind of getting a bit wigged out with the footing. Nothing was actually, everyone went around fine. But we just figured that since she was so good yesterday and we just didn't need to risk me making bad missing choices to the bigger jumps, that we would just call it off. And I took her on a lovely little trail ride and we came home. So it was a fun show. Thanks for tagging along.